Kazakhstan is increasing the volumes of products exported to foreign markets. According to experts, there's a stable growth of exports in recent years. Despite the fact that the majority of shipments are attributed to raw materials, export of processing industry is also growing. The fields leading in the export of goods include agricultural industry and food sector. The main importers of Kazakh manufactured products include Russia, China, and the Central Asian countries. According to Kazakhstan Chamber of Foreign Trade, there's a growing demand for Kazakh machine building products from foreign countries.
Из продукции машиностроения это трансформаторы, очень высоким спросом пользуются.
Our machine building products include power converters and rails that are in high demand right now. Recently, rails made in Kazakhstan won the first place at an international competition. Our rails are considered as the reference rails in the world, outcompeted products of global manufacturers from Japan and France. Many countries are currently interested in our rail products. Moreover, Kazakh enterprises manufacture a great volume of fittings and steel work. Our prices are very competitive and the quality is good.
И наши цены очень конкурентоспособные, а качество на достаточном уровне.
Kazakh food products gained significant popularity on foreign markets. Domestic enterprises are selling large amounts of wheat, flour, barley, meat products, pasta and eggs to foreign countries. There is also a growing demand for fat and oil products among foreign trade partners, especially among Chinese companies.
Экспорт у нас очень интенсивный, мы работаем, в основном работаем долю пирога, это, конечно, самое объемообразующее, это Китай.
Our exports have intensified. Our major export partners are located in China. The range of our products includes unrefined vegetable oil and ready-made margarine. We have established trade partnerships with our colleagues in Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Afghanistan. This year, we are planning to export products worth about 8 billion tenge, and last year, we sold 6 billion tenge worth of goods. We can see growing demand for our products, and we have optimistic plans.
Пользуется спросом, и мы настроены оптимистично, нарабатываем круг наших клиентов.
Experts said that the volumes of exports of Kazakh goods are growing. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan exported goods worth $48.3 billion to foreign markets in 2017. This year, analysts expect an increase in numbers as they recommend the exporters to start developing another promising sector, such as export of services in Kazakhstan. Expo exhibition in Astana gave a new impetus to the development of alternative energy sources in Kazakhstan. Green economy projects are being implemented in all regions of Kazakhstan. The first industrial wind power plant in Yerementau is one of the examples of successful project implementation. This facility was launched 3 years ago. Over this time, the wind plant's generators produce more than 500 million kilowatt per hour of electricity. The wind farm consists of 22 huge wind turbines. The electricity generated here is transferred to the national electricity network.
Выработка около 172 миллионов киловатт-часов за год. Это равносильно...
Production of 172 million kilowatt per hour is equivalent to burning 60,000 tons of Ekibastus coal. We are reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 170 tons per year.
На около 170 тонн в год.
Wind plants of Kazakhstan produce 651 million kilowatt per hour of electricity over the last 6 months. Specialists said that Kazakhstan can achieve higher results as there is a vast potential for the development of alternative energy. There are districts with great energy potential in Akmola, Jambil, North Kazakhstan and Mangistau regions.
Ветровые электростанции являются действительно одним из наиболее...
Wind power plants are the most advantageous and preferred types of renewable energy sources. I would like to mention that the government developed a map of wind power potential. Moreover, Kazakhstan has significant potential in developing water energy sources and implementing solar energy projects depending on the region.
Для внедрения солнечной энергетики в зависимости от регионов.
Construction of another wind power plant with the capacity of 50 megawatt will also start in Yerementau. The government is planning to increase the use of renewable energy in Kazakhstan from 3 to 50% by 2050. There are 55 renewable energy facilities with a total capacity of 336 megawatt in Kazakhstan. Uzbek is boosting traffic volumes as they are planning to increase the flow of freight traffic by using the Baku-Tbilisi-Kars railway corridor. This was reported by Uzbek ambassador to Azerbaijan, Sherzod Faiziev, to Trend News Agency. According to the ambassador, the Central Asian countries are paying great attention to the railway as it opens vast opportunities for the implementation of large transit, transport and communication potential of the region. Tajikistan has increased the volume of electricity exported to Uzbekistan. Since the beginning of the second half of 2018, the export value grew almost 4 times, Asia Plus News Agency reported. Tajikistan exported 417 million kilowatt-hours of electricity to Uzbekistan in July of this year. Previously, they exported 110 to 120 million per month. Tajikistan is expected to deliver about 1.5 billion kilowatt-hours to Uzbekistan by the end of the year. According to Uzbekistan Today news website, the metallurgical plant built in Uzbekistan will manufacture 500,000 tons of products a year. The enterprise plans to produce metal sheets for automotive body and household appliances, metal roofing and corrugated board. The equipment was brought from Italy, Germany, Austria, Russia and other countries. The project of the new plant is worth 286.7 million euros. According to the Turkmen Portal news website, Turkmen farmers have started collecting cotton. This year, 1.5 million tons of cotton will be collected. The work of farmers is fully mechanized. Harvesting is carried out with the help of high-performance machines of the latest technology. 1,076 cotton harvesters will be involved this year. The number is 2.5 times higher compared to 2016. Kyrgyz agrarians have started harvesting. Farmers from Aravan district were one of the first to begin this work. They are harvesting pomegranates. Recently, they started growing the Augusta variety. Its fruits have unique taste and weight of more than 1 kilogram.
Mana bunu onalar уже pişik ekip oldu. Yine bir 3-4 günde içinde o terisi kurusa yine kim pişken bulat da toluk.
Hakim Sher Nodirov planted his pomegranate garden 7 years ago. There are about 300 bushes here. Last year, he harvested 2 tons of fruits from 2,000 square meters of land. The trees started growing 3 years ago. I like pomegranates, however it is not easy to grow them. The trees are quite resistant to weather changes, but they are not resistant to cold weather. The yield depends on the maintenance. Last year the largest fruits weighed more than 1 kilogram. They ripened 20 days earlier, which brings additional profits. Local farmers also grow grapes and figs in addition to pomegranates. There are more than 100 hectares of land allocated for gardens in the Alya Anarov rural district. The areas of the crops are increasing every year. Gardening is our main source of income. Fruits ripen one by one. For example, we have sold almost all grapes. We began selling figs. Pomegranates are almost ripe. Well-performed season results in the income for the whole year. Income of Kyrgyz farmers is increasing due to the established export of fruits to Russia, Kazakhstan and China. The majority of fruits are sold at the local market. We started exporting them in the last 3 to 4 years. We had the opportunity to ship local fruits and vegetables to Kazakhstan, Russia and other countries. Crops in Jalalabad region yielded rich harvests of pistachio nuts. Jumabek Sultanbayev harvests up to 15 kilograms of fruits a day from 10 hectares of nut gardens. We had good harvests before, but this year's harvest is large. I plan to harvest up to 1 ton of fruits. Each family is provided with 10 hectares of pistachio gardens. Currently, there are 11,000 hectares of trees in Kochkor Ata forestry, including 300 hectares leased by farmers. There are more than 33,000 hectares of pistachio gardens in Jalalabad region. Innovative technologies are contributing to the development of the Kazakh economy. According to experts, IT is one of the most rapidly developing sectors. The Kazakh government allocates non-repayable grants for innovators for higher innovative output and implementation. A company that creates mobile applications and websites is one of the examples. Its specialists developed the first technology in Kazakhstan that allows using augmented and virtual reality in their software. About 5 million tenge was spent for the project implementation. The costs were almost fully covered by the State Innovations Grant.
Мы разработали, что мы умеем работать, да, потому что зачастую почему-то люди удивляются, что
We developed software. People are often surprised that developers cannot develop application software in Kazakhstan with the use of a certain technologies, such as augmented or virtual reality, although we have been creating these products for the past 8 years in the market and have quite successful cases. A new application is used in education, construction, and business industries. Any image can be animated with the help of the innovative technology. For example, users can see the cooking process of a selected food in the restaurant menus by using tablets and smartphones. Kazakh innovations are being implemented in the healthcare sector as well. One of Kazakh dentists invented a caries treatment method that doesn't require drilling and filling due to the natural regeneration of the animal. The government allocated a grant worth more than 40 million tenge to support the inventor, and the new method is currently being used in Kazakh clinics. We have the opportunity to offer our patients procedures that don't require teeth drilling. The procedures takes just 15 minutes and it is absolutely painless. To support local developers, the government offers 3 types of innovations grants, such as technology commercialization of up to 200 million tenge and technological development of industries of up to 500 million tenge.
С 2011 года эта программа началась. С 2011 по 2018 годы было заключено.
This program is active since 2011. From 2011 to 2018, we signed and supported about 240 agreements worth more than 14 billion tenge as part of the grant programs. The first stage was held from June 16 to July 16, with 63 applications approved.
По 16 июля. Да, и, соответственно, там зашло 63 заявки.
2013 жылдан бастап жалпы алғанда 7,1 миллиард теңгеге жақын.
The government allocated 7.1 billion tenge for innovation grants since 2013. 211 projects have been implemented so far. These grants are allocated as part of the government's support.
Инновациялық даму барысында енгізіліп жатқан мемлекеттік көмек ретінде қарастырылу керек.
Over the last 3 years, about 9 billion tenge of taxes were contributed to the government funds from the implemented innovative projects. In the next stage, the government will support innovators by presenting their projects to the foreign markets. The main partners are located in China and the United Kingdom. Technical innovations and modern teaching methods are being implemented in the schools of Kazakhstan. Specialists believe that this process meets the modern requirements. According to them, advanced technologies will provide high-quality education to the students. In the new academic year, IT classrooms, robotic rooms, and science study rooms opened in the schools of Kazakhstan. A pilot project for a new method of learning the Kazakh language in Latin script was launched in the regions. Before launching the project, we held discussions both with parents and students. They were very interested. We hope that the project will yield great results. 17 classrooms with the latest equipment were opened in schools of Pavlodar, and multimedia equipment was purchased for 38 classrooms. 277 IT classrooms opened in East Kazakhstan region. Almost 3 billion tenge were allocated to equip the robotics classrooms. The training programs for construction, 3D design, and mechatronics were developed by specialists from certified colleges. This room meets all the latest requirements in terms of information technologies. Its concept was developed in Nazarbayev intellectual schools. We saw these rooms in NIS schools before and wanted to open them in our schools. Now we have the opportunity to fulfill our dream and open this room in our regular secondary school. Meanwhile, interactive classrooms for physics lessons opened in Atarao to help teachers educate students based on individual programs. Teachers also have the opportunity to use video tutorials that will be helpful during English language lessons. Previously, during laboratory lessons, we just watched our teacher while he was demonstrating. Currently, we can take part in the experiments. We can use various devices. It is very exciting and interesting. The teachers in Kazakhstan believe that implementing innovations and individual approach to each student will contribute to high-quality education and innovative ideas among the young people. Makhjan Jumabayev's poems have been translated into Azerbaijani language. A collection of his poetic works has been dedicated to the 125th anniversary of the great poet. According to author of the translation, Professor Ramiz Asker, Makhjan Jumabayev's works differ in deep meaning and national color. The collection of poems will be issued with the support of Turksoy. In October, Azerbaijan's capital will host an event in honor of the anniversary of Makhjan Jumabayev.
Он написал свою поэзию и не был похож ни на восточного поэта, ни на европейского.
He wrote his poetry. He did not look like either an Oriental or a European poet. He was accused of being a futurist, a formalist, and an artist. This is right and wrong at the same time because he was Makhjan. He had his own style. His poems are demonstrated in Kazakh on the left page and in Azeri on the right page. We teach his creativity at the university so that our students can see both Kazakh and Azerbaijani texts.
Творчество в университете, чтобы наши студенты смотрели и казахский текст увидели, азербайджанский.
Kazakhstan is expanding boundaries of its international cooperation in the media industry. Khabar agency will be part of the video content exchange system of China's largest television channel, CGTN Russian. Chairman of Khabar agency Alan Ajubayev signed the relevant agreement in Xi'an at the Silk Road Forum of International Television Cooperation Community. The special platform will allow television companies from Russian-speaking countries to share news materials and video content rapidly and efficiently. The launch of the system was attended by media officials from countries such as Russia, Belarus, and Tajikistan.
Любое сотрудничество очень важно, как в сфере обмена.
Any cooperation is very important both in the area of news content exchange and in the area of any other content, whether it be TV series or documentaries. Having felt how warmly we are welcomed in Xi'an and this atmosphere, I think we are stepping into a great history of further joint activities. This platform allows making the necessary exchange, getting more timely information, as well as the necessary idea.
Позволяет сделать необходимый обмен и получать более оперативную информацию и более оперативно получать необходимую картинку.
The trailer of the new Kazakh film Discover Kazakhstan, New Boundaries of Audiovisual Development were presented in Lido Island, Italy for the first time. Other films such as The River by Yemir Baygazin, Arwah by Kuat Akhmetov, Emre by Jeff Vespa, as well as Talan, Her, The Diamond Sword and The Road to Mother were presented as well. The Eurasia International Film Festival was also showcased as part of the presentation. We expect that our filmmakers will prove themselves once again by making more famous films that will be rewarded at the world festivals. Works of Kazakh filmmakers were highly appreciated. Representatives of foreign companies, television corporations, and the Italian Ministry of Culture highlighted the results of the development of the country's film industry.
Мы показали трейлеры к новым картинам, которые уже успешно путешествуют по международным кинофестивалям и получают призы.
We showed trailers of new films that were shown and awarded in International Film Festival. We also presented opportunities of co-production in Kazakhstan. As part of the partnership with support of the Kazakh Ministry of Culture and Sport, we showed technical opportunities that we can offer to foreign companies and our stunning beautiful locations from urban city to spectacular scenery. We have all 4 seasons in our country.
Абсолютно захватывающих пейзажей, все 4 сезона, которые можно найти у нас в стране.
The performance of the Academy of Soloists' Kazakh State Orchestra has earned the admiration of the Italian audience. People's artist Ayman Musakharjayeva performances have become a continuation of the popularization of well-rounded art in Kazakhstan.